you traveling to India for the very first time? Boy, do we have some tricks for you. We made some mistakes. Just wait. We're gonna do it this time. High five, because I love you.
I'm not sure. Okay, let's go. Hey guys, we just got back from India, and now that we've had some time to reflect, there are a couple of things we could have done better.
As a Westerner,
As a first-time tourist,
we have the top mistakes for you to avoid on your first trip to India. Make sure to stay tuned all the way till the end because I have a top secret hack that will make restroom visits in India so much better.
I've got no clue what this hack is, so I'm staying tuned. So first and foremost, don't pick the busiest of cities out there as your first destination.
We chose to visit Jaipur first, which was really difficult for me because I had never been in such a busy place in my life.
I have. But the thing is, we were pretty lazy. After the 30-hour flight, that's generally the case.
So on top of being jet lagged and tired, we had just reunited with Towen's parents after not seeing them for a year. So with conversation, being tired, and being in a cab that was taking us all across the city, we didn't get out and explore the destinations as much as we should have. Jaipur is one of the most Instagrammable cities, and chances are if your Pinterest page is filled with India photos, they're all taken from Jaipur. So instead of going to our destinations, we just saw them out the window.
And we missed our Instagram pictures. So we'll do it next time, but for you guys, pick a calm destination so that you get used to the place, the jet lag, and the other nuances for the new country. And then put your explorer's hat on and get out there.
It wasn't until we went to our next destination that we realized we should have gone inside the Amber Fort. Our next tip is buyer's remorse.
Or should we say non-biased remorse?
So shopping in India is actually a lot more crazy than I would have thought. I wanted to go in and buy clothes and spices and shoes from cute little side shops, but actually you're having shop owners come out in the street and say, ma'am, come to my store, come to my store. And it was so overwhelming that I just avoided shopping altogether.
Well, I thought shopping is work just for me, but apparently it is quite a task, especially with this white girl. I also lose my bargaining power, so we just put it off and we never just got to it.
We fell victim to, we'll buy it in the next city. But in the next city, we also said, we'll buy it in the next city. And we ended up coming home with our suitcases with just about the same things that we took to India.
Well, that saved us a lot of money. Well, not really. Just buy things in rupees when you can rather than spending dollars. It's much smarter to do it that way. We could have bought a bunch of spices. Now, all that I cooked is the same because that's all I have.
Of course, you can buy just about anything here in America, but it's more fun to shop when you're in India. So just be prepared and go in with the mindset that it takes a little bit of time to get used to shopping.
Yeah, you could also get a haircut if your hair looks like this, by the way. So the next step is, what is it again?
Actually, this tip is just for the Westerners, and I don't really need you for this. So my next tip is for your convenience walking around India. Everybody knows don't drink the tap water in India, which means that you're going to have to be carrying a bottled water just like this. But when you're in a large group and you're passing the water along among yourselves, you'll quickly realize that no Indians touch the bottle to their lips. They're all much more talented than I am and drink their water like this, with a huge gap. Now my problem is half of that water landed on me every single time I took a sip. So going back to India, I would take my own personal reusable water bottle to fill up from the larger water bottle so I don't have to run the risk of pouring everything down me every single time I take a drink. Our next tip comes from something that I learned very early on while traveling through India, and that's very unpredictable bathroom situations. Once you step outside of a nice restaurant or the airport, anything goes. And therefore, you definitely don't have hand towels or hand dryers to dry your hands. Thank goodness my mother-in-law was with us, and every time she was there to save the day at the sink with a portable hand towel. I suggest keeping one of these in your backpack so you always have something to dry your hands with. And while we're talking about bathrooms, don't forget to take your toilet paper. It seems obvious now, but thinking back, I don't remember reading take toilet paper on a lot of the blogs I was reading to prepare for India. So it's always nice to have a travel roll. You can even go tubeless to save space. My next regret was not taking my sleep sack, and I consciously made this decision because I didn't want to have to pack one extra thing and be dramatic. But it turns out it would have helped me sleep a lot better. Those hot nights are something I am not used to, and the moisture wicking from the sleep sack technology would have kept the sweat away from me and allowed me to fall asleep a lot quicker. You may be spending your nights in a hostel or even an overnight train, and I guarantee you having your own sheet will make you a lot more comfortable. It allows you to control your sleeping environment and give you one more thing that reminds you of home. So I would take my sleep sack and have a more comfortable night's sleep. Congratulations! You made it to Carolyn's Big India travel hack. And today we're talking about restrooms. No, we're not talking about squatty potties. We're talking about the shower situation in India. An Indian restroom is lacking some things that us Westerners are quite used to. So we've got tile floor, tile walls, a toilet, a small sink, and a shower head. But what's missing? Oh, a shower curtain, a vanity, and any sort of cabinets. So when you're taking a shower that turns the entire bathroom into a shower, how are you supposed to keep all of your clothes and makeup and razor and shampoo dry? I have just the tip for you. Pack a laundry bag with a hook, and an extra carabiner is always a good idea, because Indian restrooms are going to have a hook or a shelf. But let's be honest, that's not big enough for all of our wardrobe changes. So once you're done with your makeup and your toothbrush, there's no space to leave it on the sink. So you're going to put it in your laundry bag. You're also going to put all of your new clothes that you're changing into. And then as soon as you get undressed for your shower, you can also put those clothes in here. You can hang everything securely onto the shelf or the hook without living in fear that everything is going to fall into a puddle of water, which happened to me twice on my India trip. Also, for a bonus, you can throw in a travel pack towel, which is going to make your life a lot easier because they also come with a standard hook. Pack towels dry in just about 5 hours, so if you're in a situation at a hostel or a hotel where you might have to rent or purchase a towel, you won't have to do that, and you won't have to worry about packing a wet towel up in your backpack. This dries overnight, and you can fold it up, once again, super flat and small, and put it in its pouch. Now my husband rolls his eyes at this hack, but why wouldn't he? He was born and raised in India, and he's a man. He doesn't have the fashion changes that we have. And I know as a girl traveler, you are going to appreciate this. So just take my word for it and pack a laundry bag with a hook. I guarantee you, it's going to make your showering a lot easier in India. We made these travel mistakes so you don't have to. Our next big travel hack is for you to, hey!
Enough with the tips, tricks and hacks. Get out there, travel, and it'd be cool if you could share your experiences with us. What'd be cooler is if you could like and subscribe our channel to have more videos like this coming up. Thank you. Had some time to reflect. That's my life.
Our next hack is going to be for you to, I don't have anything to say.
I know.
All of these tips and tricks for what? Hey! Oh my god. So you don't have to. We hope that you enjoyed all of our...
I stepped one leg in.
It made my day awful. Okay, that was a little dramatic. Let's try it one more time. No, I don't want to say that. No. Okay. So what am I saying? So, I'm going to do it again. We were not used to...
I was pretty used to Hindi, and I'm also used to her forgetting the lines, you see.
Thinking, I need to keep this behind me more.
Yeah, I think you're hyping up the hack a bit too much. Now it better be that big. It's like the biggest magic trick, and there comes a bunny from a hat. Just kidding. I think that was good.
I think that was good. It was recording, right?
Yeah.